What's up, everybody? Obviously, I'm not playing you through my regular microphone, so this may sound a bit raspy and meh. It's coming through my camera there, which isn't the best. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of work on the Tyro 99. I got one person. Oh, I'm probably watching my own stream. Just so I can read the comments here, but let me pause that. Yo, TLS, what's up, dude? Let me get the comments pulled up here while I work so you guys can talk to me. Hi, Solo. What you doing, buddy? So I can pay attention to the conversation. We're going to be doing a little bit of soldering. I'm going to direct wire the VTX to the battery sourcing and hopefully remove some of the noise. I was going to change the capacitor, but I heard a lot of people change the capacitor and it didn't do anything for the Tyro. So I think I'm just going to avoid that altogether. Most of the people that have the Tyro said that they went ahead and tied in right to the battery leads, and it improved the quality of the FPV by subfolds. So that's what we're going for. Ghost Mafia, what's up? Michael Blade, what's happening? Who killed Tyrone? I don't know. You'll have to find out. Clint the Night Flyer, what's going on, bro? If you guys just popped in, don't forget to smash that like button. We're about to do a tad bit of soldering into the back here, where you can see those chrome leads sticking out here and here on that side. We're going to be tying these two wires into the back of this so that hopefully the VTX will be powered direct battery sourcing instead of having to run through the board, which, as you see on the side here, if you guys can see that, connection is made right here through the side of the board. And I seem to get a lot of noise when it's connected that way. So we're going to go ahead and just solder direct battery cable and hope for the best. If that doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and just change up the whole VTX. So we're going to go from there. If this bores the living heck out of you guys, I apologize. Michael said, already smashed, bro. Well, thank you. I've got until 1:30 before I have to start getting ready for work. So I'm going to start heating up the soldering iron because I did most of the work to this last night and got it prepared for today. And then I still have to piece it all back together, put the VTX back in, the antennas, all that fun jazz. Some more double-sided tape. So I just showed your channel some love, bro. Brian Smith, what's up, dude? Let's see, what's going on? Hello, stopping in for a few. Mrs. RC and Custom Design, thank you for popping in. Tell Crazy I said hello. Let me plug in my soldering iron here and start getting that hot. Oh, boy. Okay, while we wait for that to heat up here, I'm going to have a look at the wiring I'm going to be doing while I read your comments. Greetings, Brother Dan. Well, greetings to you too, sir. How you do? Matter of fact, let me turn the temperature of this gun up here. We're going to bring it up to about 400. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it up to 450. Because I want it to melt that solder really quickly. So when I push down on these wires, when I'm holding them in there and I push down on these wires, they just go sink right into the solder without having to do too much tinning. But just for safe sake, let me see if I have my, oops, I'm breaking stuff, guys. See how I'm doing things? I'm breaking hobby grade transmitters while we talk. That's how much I care about you guys. There it is. We'll add just a tad bit of flux to it, just in case. All right, cool. Cool. I was just in your area, Miami, Cuba, Mexico. Well, Bill, all you had to do was stop by and say, what up, motherfucker? I would have been like, yo, what's good, bro? Brosif. Let's clean off this tip here. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. Let's get this tip nice and cleaned off. There we go. Let's put a little solder on the end here. Excellent. Woo! That sucker got hot fast. All right. Let's put that back in there. You always want to keep solder on the tip, man. That way it keeps the tip in good shape, and every once in a while wipe the old solder off, put some more solder on there. Otherwise it'll burn the tip, and then your solder gun is useless. So make sure you do that. So I am going to add just a tad bit. Actually, let's see if we can tin these without having to. I would rather go that route if I can. Let's get this loose again here. See if we can tin these wires. See if we can get them all tinned up. Ooh, get stuff flying all over the place here. Hey, Gabe, what's up? Doing a bit of solder on you today. Ha! Come on, you know you want to stay on there. There you go. Well, all right. Let's turn the temp down just a tad. It's a bit too hot for my work here. I'll turn it down to 350. Cool it off for a sec here. Apparently 450 is a little too hot to tin the wires with, so we'll drop it back a tad. I need, if possible, that link for range mod. You got to be more specific, dude. Which range mod? Drone Zone 360. What's going on, man? I caught the double rainbow yesterday from my house. It was pretty cool. I got it in 4K. You should check it out. That does sound cool, man. I'll see if I can get over there when I'm done with this. I was watching Canadian Drone Hub. Gotcha. Tyro, I printed. I make like 3 of those masks. Oh, yeah. I need to see the surgeon work. Well, I had my gun turned up a bit too high here, so we've now cut it back. And I'm thermal glazing the tip here on accident because it's just too hot. These little cheap solder guns are hard to keep in good shape. It's not a joke, man. They're really difficult to keep in good shape. So yeah, this time I think what I'm going to do is add, and I know you're not supposed to because it makes for a cold solder joint, but I don't think we have a choice. These wires are so tiny. I just need some flux. I just need some flux to stick to them. That's what we're aiming for here. There we go. There we go. I got some flux to stick that time. All right, cool. I got some solder to stay on them that time. Yeah. Liquid flux, man. You can't go wrong. Can you show me what you are working on? Well, right now, man, I'm tying the VTX in directly to the power leads off the battery. There is a capacitor on here, but it's only 450, I want to say. And unfortunately, it's not taking the noise out of the live feed so that I'm receiving from my goggles. So I'm going to go ahead and just direct wire the VTX wires, direct battery port, and leave the yellow wire in through the board. And if I'm still getting noise at that point, I'm going to go ahead and associate my problem with the board, and I will probably be changing this whole unit over to something else and selling this if that's the case, because I'm not going to throw a bunch of money at a $99 quad. It's only a $99 build, but it's a $99 build that does take 4 and 5S batteries. So figured we'd give it a shot. So far, I'm not impressed. That being said, it is what it is. So let's see if we can get these set up in here. I think this is going to be good. Come down. They're going to work. Get out of my way, little thing. There we go. Get that yellow wire up there. We'll be able to tuck that. And yes, okay, good. So that is going to work. Excellent. All right. Haha. What's up, Ryan? What's going on? These freeze? No. Okay. So we still got 8 people in here. Oops. Boy, I let my solder sit a little too long without paying attention to what I was doing here. Let's get some fresh solder on here. Okay. What's going to be easiest here? Black first or red first? I think we're going to go with black first. Even see if this is possible to do from this angle. Grab my tweezers here. See if I can even get in there with this wire. This is really poor wire placement, honestly. I'm not a fan of the Tyro 99 build, if anybody was curious. I suppose I can do it that way. All right, give me 1 sec here, guys. I got to take a little focus. Got to focus for a sec here. Another little dab here. Oh, you dog. God, I hate how tight this is to work. These little builds, man, kind of suck sometimes because they get really, really tight. And I hate tight. I'm not a fan of tight. Not a fan of tight. I don't think any guy should be a fan of tight. Okay. More like tighter the quicker. All right. Let's try this again. This is really a horrible place to have to solder. Right. Poor, poor, poor positioning on their part. There you are. There you are. You're goofy, man. Well, these are the dullest pair of pliers I have ever had in my possession in my life, I think. There we go. That's a little better. Hey, let's try this again. You see, that looks like winning to me. Yeah, that one's on there. Awesome. Finally. One side done. What's up, dude? Centroid Aerial, what's going on, bro? We are wiring in a VTX direct line right now. It's turning out to be somewhat a challenge considering how tight the space is I'm working with. But I'll get it. This one's going to be a little easier to work with because I had more room. So, yeah, we got 12 people in here. Hello from Greece. Holy mackerel. What is up, dude? What's going on? All right. Let's see here. Move that back just a bit. Give myself a little more to play with here. Put some new solder on the tip. What am I up to? Brian G, I'm actually fixing the, oops, ow, dang, that really hurt. I'm changing the VTX over from having it run through the board and changing it over to direct wire for battery. Because the Tyro 99 has so much noise in the feed, it's just complete crap. So figured we would kibosh that real fast. I am going to flux. That is done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit straight in for the second one. Just like so. Boom. That one was easy. Other one, not so much. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and put some more solder on this before I turn it off. Clean it. Clean her off. Put some solder on there. Make sure the tip stays in good shape. And shut her down. Okay, that was fun. You have your day off? I do not, man. I actually go to work in approximately 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I got a question for all of you. So drones like the Mavic and the Spark Evo should be able to fly in the rain, right? Yeah, man. Actually, I've seen the Spark fly for like 10 minutes in the rain. Some dude flew it in light rain. Not that you want to do that. There's waterproof drones like Swell Pro, Splash Drone. There are definitely some waterproof drones if that's what you thought you were getting into. But there you go. It has been soldered to the VTX. You soldered to the direct battery cable on the wires. So if you guys can see that, you probably can't. But yeah. So now we're going to put this thing back together. The best way I could possibly think of doing this and hope for the best. So we're going to tuck all this back in there. Now that all the wires are part of the stack, should have plenty of room here to do all this. So let's put this piece back on first. We'll slowly work our way up to the front, hook the VTX up, plug in my goggles, and see what happens. Now I can actually run that wire up through the top without having to stress the VTX. If I don't like it, I can change it back. There we go. Franken quad. Wingsland M1, check it out. I already have, man. I stay away from Wingsland products. they have a real tendency to sell you a product and then totally just drop it like 4 months later and never come back to the project and completely stick you with it. So you want my advice? Stay away from Wingsland. It's not worth doing it to yourself. You'll hate yourself in the end. Don't do it. Do not do it. Okay. See what else we got going on here. Put my pliers back. Hello. And what should we do next? Let's do the antenna next to make sure this is going to go how it should. So the antenna is actually going to slide up through the center here. Oh, don't be that way. Come on. Wonder if I should crank this down before I even put it back in there. I took the risk after I saw the online with the guy literally dumping water all over the Evo while flying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't just avoid Wingsland. Trust me. Speaking of the Spark, did you get the DJI Go 4 app figured out, Dan? I have. I've never had a problem figuring it out. My problem that I had was I don't think it likes Android as much as it likes Apple products. That's the issue I have. I hate companies that cater to one and not the other. You just need to cater to both. It's unfair. It's just unfair. So there we go. All right. Before I go crazy here, let's put those 2 screws in. Hey, Dan, read my question up top. I wanted to fly my solo in the Hurricane Harvey flood, Houston, but it wouldn't stop raining. Is there any way to modify the solo to fly in light rain? I mean, I wouldn't even do it. I've never tried it, man. You got to waterproof a lot of components. Also, think about what happens to Wi-Fi signal in your house when it rains outside. It's just a thick barrier to stop, you know, signal. Like, I wouldn't even trust it, honestly. Wouldn't even trust it. There's a rumor that Apple might buy DJI. Thoughts? That would be interesting. I love my solo too much to fly it in the rain. Centroid, ever hear of the Instone Pro? Starcop. Oh, is Starcop in here? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Starcop. What's up, bro? All right, guys. I'm trying to speed up here because I'm running out of time quick. I still haven't had lunch. Don't forget, if you just popped in, to smash the like button, please. Definitely helps us grow. I got to figure out if I want right-hand polarized antennas after this or what I'm going to do. I think it's time to grab another zip tie here, though. Figure out which zip tie I want to go with. I think black will probably be the best bet here. And yeah, okay. So let's get all this put back together and hope for the best. Looks like all I've got left to do now is plug in this, put another zip tie around that. So let's do that now. I'll go ahead and zip tie up. Which one should I use? We'll use one of these red ones. Come on, you. Stop it. We'll come underneath. Actually, I don't like that. Let's go this way. There we go. And so what I do is I stick the antenna through the top here, and then I drop a heat shrink, a piece of heat shrink down over it, and then we suck it right down to it with the heat shrink. So let's grab a heat shrink here. Let's grab a heat shrink, put it over the top. That way the antenna can take a bit of a pounding, like so. Tricks of the trade here for you guys. And then all you got to do is put her under a little bit of heat. She'll shrink right to it. Boom. That holds your antenna up and still allows it to bend without pulling too tight. So there you go. See? Nice and sturdy. And we come down here and we snip off the excess. If my weak pliers would do the job. Man, these pliers suck. I feel like it's just flattening it. That's because it is just flattening it. Where are all my good pliers at, man? Oh well. Oh well. Okay. What do you think for Xomi, Fimi? I don't even care about Xomi, honestly. Not a big fan. They did some really weird stuff with the other 4K drone that they dropped. I wasn't too, excited about. I'll check it out, man, because I'm sure it's probably a competitor for the Mavic and the Xeno. Where, truth be told, a lot of these printers are basically the same, just need to be painted and learn the personality. Yes. How's the Tyro 99 done? Any good? Drone shots, since I bought this, I haven't had a chance to actually fly it because the video feed has been horrible and I haven't been able to take the time to go back and just redo all this. So I figured today I would commit. I also ordered another camera, so I'll probably be redoing a majority of this job again, but it is what it is. I'm okay with that. My wires are tucked. The stack is good. I'll have to pull this down to change the lens on this because this is a really narrow lens. So we'll see what happens. You need to come vape his stuff here and run cam. I chose another little cheap one just to get started here. I've flown enough FPV that I'm not afraid of this thing. So I really have never owned a 5-inch. I've had a 3-inch. I've had micros. I've had whoops. I've had all that. I fly acro. This is my first 5-inch, so we figured we'd start cheap and work our way up. I soft mounted all the motors, and then we put Butterflight on it, which it loves. It absolutely loves Butterflight. My buddy Andrew can fly with all the noise with this, and he loves how it flies. He just doesn't like the camera. I took a look at how narrow the lens was too, and I thought it looked pretty crummy myself. So, yeah, there's that. Is that right hand polarized? Yes. Okay. All right. So I think the next logical step here is to start putting the top back down, connect the VTX, and find out if any of this worked here. Dan, look up heavy hitter when you have a chance. You got it, bro. Stay away from the Xeno. Yeah, no, the Xeno's a joke, man. I wish everybody would stop going around saying the Xeno is good because it's an absolute joke. It really is a pathetic drone. They knew what they were doing when they released it, too. It's a full 100% beta bird. I don't care what they say. They do that a lot to people. Hubsan is known for releasing beta products, and you guys get to be the guinea pigs, and they don't care. And then when you lose it, they're like, oh, it's your fault. It's the pilot's fault. No matter what, it is always the pilot's fault. How dare could it be a Hubsan product causing the problem? Wow, these are really tight. Okay, well, I think I'll just start tightening and hope for the best here, because for some reason the frame seems to be a little bent now. I don't remember putting that much pressure on it, but I guess I did at some point or another. Come on, get in there. So there's that one. Start down that long road. And crank this one down back here. See if we can get this to pop back into place. It's little cheap frames, man. That sounded solid anyways. There we go. It just popped in. Excellent. We'll start up here now. I think that's about as much as I can hide the wires and have it still look good without worrying about things getting tugged on when it slams into the ground. How you make out, Dan? I'm still working on it, brother. We're getting her back together right now. I'm about to plug in the VTX for the first time since we transferred over the battery. And who knows, man? We may just see a big poof of smoke, and that could be the end of the VTX. It might be too much power running on 14.8. There's no capacitor or limiter in there, so. But I heard this is the way everybody else does it, so guess what? We gonna give her a shot. We gonna give her a shot. Let's put the antenna back on the back here. Good to go. Right hand polarized on right hand polarized. We'll be checking out with my Amway Commander V1s. So let's just plug this in and see what happens here before I decide to commit to anything else. Excellent. I'm glad that wiring fit on there perfectly. Look at that. That couldn't have gone any better. So the stack starts here, and then the wiring goes all the way to the back. And that actually looks pretty good. I may zip tie those wires down just a tad bit, but we're good. They're out of the way. Let's power this puppy up. See if we get any kind of noise in the feed here. Hey, Dan, no puff of smoke. I hope that's the case, man. I really do. I'm about to find out as soon as I plug it in if it starts smoking or not. Part of testing. We gonna hope. We connected it directly to almost 20 volts, 16 volts. No capacitor for the love. No capacitor. So let's just plug these in now. Put those right there. Turn on the transmitter here. Should say Tyro 99. Here, moment of truth. What do you guys think? Smoke or not? Think we're going to get some smoke? I hope not. I know. I don't really care right now, though. Those goggles actually do exceptionally well how they sit. No smoke. Hope not. That's refreshing. All right. No smoke. I like it. I like it. Oh, VTX has power. VTX is blinking. We have numbers. Remember, it's 600 milliwatts, so it should be able to handle the 16 volts we're hoping. But that's good. That means that my wiring job went great. Everything worked out there. Let's see what kind of feed I've got. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's I love it. All right, hold on a sec. Let me change out some numbers here. Come on, button. There we go. Change it over to channel 5. I will tell you this, it has improved significantly from what it was. So that's a plus. Let me wait for this number to set itself here. We're on channel 4. A, race band 1, channel 4. Let's see what happens now here. Let me find the channel. There she is. Oh, don't scare me like that, little machine. Oh, man. Almost took off. I agree. I did give her a good amount of punch there, bud. She's still communicating. That was a lot of wind I just got. Oh, man. I think I gave her a little too much of a hammering right out the hole. And by the way, this is on 4S, so it's no joke. It's no joke. Put her through the ceiling. That was pretty close to doing that, I think, honestly. Let's check those results again here. Getting some really weird power draws. Let's do this. Interesting how it does that. Probably going to have to run this back through beta flight because it seems to be doing some weird stuff. I have very, very sensitive throttle right now. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, it is flyable now. I have FPV. Before, anytime I would activate it, I would get a lot. I mean, I'm still getting noise, but not like I was. So obviously that definitely helped. Yeah, actually, I don't have a 30 or a 5 to 10% curve on this yet. I don't have it set for top end. So we obviously need to do a tad bit of tuning here to it still, but I think it's flyable now. I am still getting some back feed, some noise in the system. So obviously there's more going on here than just the VTX having some problems. I'm going to have to call Andrew over and let him have a look at it with me because we've got bigger problems here. I think it's just the build itself. I think the build is not wonderful. It's just a $99 build. You can't ask for 100% awesomeness, you know. But I will tell you it's flyable now, at least. Before I would hit the throttle and it would just be like, you couldn't see anything. Now there's just some small run lines in the screen, which I can deal with, honestly. I'm okay with that. I'll try to change a few antennas. We'll try to go through a few channels and see what works best. And back feed is you farting, dude. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. As of right now, I think it's flyable. When I get a chance, I'll take it out to a field. I'll charge up the battery. We'll put on the FPV goggles, and we'll see if it's really flyable or not. I am running. I want to get Pagoda. I have a couple. There it is, Pagoda. I got a Pagoda. But I'm gonna have to get another Pagoda to screw onto the bird too. So we'll go ahead and run the Pagoda 3. I need to order another Pagoda, and this should fit right on there. I think I got the right setup here. We'll see. Yeah, so I can definitely run Pagoda on it. Which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm going to order another Pagoda for my goggles. This is the Martin Barrett edition Pagoda 3. So it's going to be a little stiff, but I think we should be good. I don't really plan on taking this thing out and beating the living crap out of it or anything. I don't fly like the majority of you guys do, but well, it's not a little bad. It's not a bad little build, man. It's definitely a pretty good build. I got to put some 3M tape. I brought some more 3M tape in here, so I got to put a little load of this on there. This doesn't feel very sticky anymore. Let's see if this one's stickier. Drones Without Borders. Let's see. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good, man. Check out a few reviews on YouTube about it. No, I have, man. I've been keeping up with the Tyro 99s. People have done some cool things with it. It seems to be a big issue for everybody. Seems to be the whole BTX thing. This bird, I think, just the way it was built, has noise in it no matter what you try to do to it. It has the potential to be a good build, I think. As of right now, man, it is flyable. I think I'm gonna have to have Andrew come over and tune the PIDs a bit. The wiring job went smoothly. We'll go ahead and swap over to Pagoda and see if that makes any difference, and we'll kind of go from there. So we'll see. We shall see. I got the 9RM works awesome. $30. Ruland. It's fixed, kind of. It's better than it was. Let's just say that it's much better than it was rolling. Yeah. So we're good to go, I think, for the moment. Good to go for the moment. I think it's flyable, anyways. I'm also not running on a fully charged battery either, so that battery needs a good charge. Go ahead and strap that Pagoda 3 on there. Good. That'll be part of this quad. And I'll order another Pagoda for my goggles. We'll go from there. I got to go find some scissors, but I'm going to shut this stream down because I got to start getting ready for work, man. It's good to have you in here, Roland, but I think we're shutting her down. American, $60, dude. Yeah, actually, when I bought it, dude, it was $100. It was the $99 build. So it has yet to really see the air other than what Andrew did with it. And the first time we went out, man, this thing face planted from like 150 feet. He activated the wrong mode on the controller, and it took a dive from 150 feet and smacked into the ground. So that could also be why we're having some noise issues, but I'm going to go ahead and write that off and say that's hopefully not it. But as of right now, I think we're good to go. I did order another camera, wait for that to come in. Hopefully this ends up being a good build. I do want to get the camera mount so I can run my GoPro on here. So I'm definitely going to start looking at some camera mounts. And feed the hamster, dude. I got you, bro. Well, thanks for popping in, guys. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for being supportive. And I got to go to work. I got to do this. But everybody was saying, what happened to the Tyro 99? What happened to the Tyro 99? So today, I decided to go ahead and just pull it out and fix it. Fix it on camera for you guys. And go from there. So the wire job does look good. I'm happy that this came out so good. So we just gotta 3M tape this down now, and should be good to go. Should be good. Just gonna send it. What's that? You guys thought I wasn't gonna send it? Well, you're wrong. I'm just gonna send it. Oh man. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here, man. Toodaloo. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being super supportive. I'm gone. I'm toodalooing. Toodaloo. Put it together, JDS. You won't regret it.